And I think my first experience of even seeing Jiu-Jitsu, probably like most people watching an old UFC in like 1996 or back in those days watching this MMA. We saw this guy in the gi fighting these big dudes, these big guys, and really not understanding any of it. You know, that was real the first time I saw Jiu-Jitsu. And it was quite impressive, but didn't see it again for a long time. And then when I actually went into a class, we were doing Jiu-Jitsu, but it wasn't actually traditional BJJ. It was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but no gi in the MMA environment. And I didn't actually even appreciate what I was going to learn, to be honest. I just got there, saw it, started doing it. It was like, I was even debating, should I do this or not? Should I just stick to striking? I just got stuck in, and 3 months later I realized, wow, this is actually pretty cool. I actually enjoyed this. So it was wasn't anything planned, it wasn't anything that I was like thinking, this is something I want to do with my life, I want to do Jiu-Jitsu. I just like stumbled on it, basically. Well, like I said, I stumbled on it. I was actually looking for striking because I had a striking background before that. So that's what I was looking for, and came across this. My friend and my wife now, we all came across this and we started doing it. We got into a club called Street Tough Gym with a guy named Rodney King back in the day. I think he was probably one of the first guys, definitely in Joburg, doing BJJ. I'm not sure about the rest of the country. As I said, I didn't even know what he was. So if anybody was doing it, I wasn't aware of it. Stumbled in there, we started training, really started enjoying it. And through him, we got exposed to guys like Nate Thornton and Chris Harder. Those guys came around, they did seminars for us, they taught us. And my first grading was with Nate Thornton. He gave me my blue belt. And then a few years later, Nate Thornton again gave me my purple belt. Good position for me. So from the figure 4, this hand's going to grab the collar and then feed it to my other hand. Yeah, so just quickly watching take the arm away. It was there. I'm going to open it and get my thumb in as deep as I can. Then if I can fold it over like this, even better. And then along the way, we just went on different paths, myself and Rodney King. And we came across Roberto Otala. He was in the country, he was teaching around, and we just heard about it. So I went through there and started training with him. Officially trained with him a bit, and he decided, I'd been a purple belt for like over 3 years, 3.5, going on 4 years at that stage, and he decided to grade me to brown belt. Obviously we had officially joined up with him at that stage, and I became a member of Real Grappling Club. And since then I've been with Roberto. I got my brown belt from him, I think it was 2007 or 8. Got awarded a black belt a couple of years later. It normally takes 2 years, as long as you're practicing. I got it in 2009, end of 2009. And it's been 9-10 years later. Actually about a week ago I got my 3rd degree black belt. Yeah, I've been with Roberto for the last 10 years, 11 years, and it's been great. It's been a good time. Back in those days, talking about 1998, 99 when I started Jiu-Jitsu, even in the early 2000s, nobody actually knew what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was. So whenever you'd have a conversation with somebody, you'd say, I do this, or even trying to promote, to try and get people to come to train. I do this, we do this. You'd always have to explain and describe what it is, because actually nobody knew what it was. It was completely foreign. Only after a few events in the mid-2000s, started to come out what it actually was. Actually, Ultimate Fighter from the UFC was a big part of that. That brought MMA into mainstream. The first Ultimate Fighter. But I think, then it started getting a little bit easier. But in the beginning, nobody had a clue what it was. Why Brazilian? What does Brazil got to do with fighting? As far as people are concerned, Brazil was soccer. Now we're talking Jiu-Jitsu and the best fighters in the world coming out of there. Completely. I think there was total ignorance in the country about it then. Jiu-Jitsu is part of what I do. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is, I have a passion for it, and I've been very lucky that I've been actually been able to follow it as a career, as a job. Not many people can do that. I've been one of the lucky ones, and it's actually given me a good life. I've got a lot of time off. I get a lot of time to spend at home with my family, and I love what I do. I don't hate coming to work. I don't have punch a clock work like other guys. I think it's just giving me a good lifestyle, really. Plus enjoying what I do. I get to do it for a living. It's very, very lucky like that. So I'm not going through the whole process. He's going to put one arm across his chest for me to lean on so that I don't hurt him. That's all it is. So that I can put my weight to it and not hurt him. So remember, put the arm across your chest, put the other arm up so we can work it. Both hands on the arm, take the weight off my hips, and I want to get that fluid movement without having to put all the weight on him. I want to go nice and smooth and quick. Back on, as soon as I get there, the arm is there, we go over the top, no pressure on the arm at all. We're not trying to hurt our partner, there's no cranking or anything, it's just getting the hips flowing and moving. Go, get your partner. It's difficult to describe, I just enjoy it. I'm not in my head about it, the amazingness. There's something about it that I really enjoy. I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy the connection you get with other people, pulling moves off. I don't think it's that deep, to be honest with you. Just love doing it. I think, we talk about the magic of Jiu-Jitsu, and there's something special about it. But if you grew up playing rugby and you're passionate about your rugby, I don't think it's any different. It's just the love of the game, love of the sport. It's what came my way. I didn't go looking for it. I found it, it came my way, and it just took over. It wasn't a conscious effort of I love this. I just did it and it grew. There's nothing mystical about it, there was, you get these copies of guys teaching and video cassettes and VHS, and pick up and copy it from each other and go through it, I really relied on my coach, mostly. I honestly relied on him. When I started training, it was, once I got into it, I was training 6 days a week. Obviously I was doing the striking at there as well. We were training 6 days a week, we were doing a lot of rolling. So you grow like that, you get taught proper technique. And if you're practicing with proper technique, your game grows. As opposed to the traditional style of training without doing a lot of structured technique but not actually applying the more traditional jiu-jitsu, the more traditional judo. And we were running all the time, so our technique grew. We'd get a Matt Thornton coming in, teach us, we'd have stuff to work on. Chris Harder was another one that was really good. He was one of the original black belts from America. He'd come in, teach, just went like that. It wasn't like it is now. The guys now are fortunate. They're getting experienced black belts, they're walking into a gym and they've got black belts teaching them to start, and the internet is, well, everybody knows the internet, you can learn everything there. So things are much better now. You can see it now, the guys are advancing a hell of a lot quicker, the technique's a lot cleaner. Yeah, it's a big advantage for sure. Jiu-Jitsu has a lot to offer. You know, people get into it for different reasons. A lot of people join it because they want to get into good shape and they want to do something martial arts, so they learn a bit of self-defense, but they don't want to get hit. That's a big attraction for people. Come and do Jiu-Jitsu, learn a real functional martial art, which actually works, but there's nobody hitting you while in the process. And the other benefits of Jiu-Jitsu are you get the social environment where you actually, there's a connection you get with the person that you've wrestled with. It's very hard to get in any other sport. You know, I suppose when you hit each other, it's similar, but there is a certain connection you get. And the guys come here, they train twice a week, 3 times a week, they see each other every week. The benefits are social, stress relief, physical. It just goes on. It goes on, and there's that something about it that just you love doing it. So it keeps you coming back. And you actually forget that you're fighting half the time. You actually forget you're fighting. And that's really cool about it, you know. You're not out here unless you've got an ego issue, you're not out here just to beat each other up. You're just here to actually get together and train. You know, I think the best part for me is actually just training. You know, that was always what I did. That's always what got me into it. I've always loved the training. And the teaching, the progression of that training, it was a way for me to be able to keep what I'm doing. And I grew to love the teaching as well. But ultimately, if I had to stop teaching for some reason or other, I would never stop training. My passion is actually doing it. And teaching is part of it. Teaching techniques, you know, giving people what they want. And, you know, it's love seeing people get things right and light bulbs go off. You know, it's very satisfying. But I actually love rolling. I love teaching. I love being in that environment where we just train together and do our thing. That's the most important thing. You know, you go through phases of techniques you have to do. You know, one day you're doing a lot of arm bars, next thing you're doing Ezekiel chokes, next thing you rotate. Moves. But the common denominator is you're always on that mat, you're always training, you're always moving, and you're always recovering from the injuries. You know, it's like that cycle never changes.